My computer got hacked. Here's what happened. Okay, so this just happened 3 days ago. It was on a Friday. Today's Monday, November 23rd, 2020. So I'm at work. It's a normal day. I drive for Amazon Flex. I'm on the road. I'm just finishing up one of my blocks, and my phone rings while I'm working, and so I answer it because it was a Washington State area code, and that always means Amazon's calling me. So I thought maybe a customer was wondering where I was, or Amazon support was trying to get a hold of me for some reason. So I picked it up, and I'm not even going to try to do an Indian accent, but just imagine a really thick Indian accent going, "Hello, is this blah, 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 whatever my name is?" And I said, "Yes." And they're like, "This is Amazon fraud department. We're calling because we're just checking up to see if you ordered a new iPhone." And I haven't used an iPhone in probably 10 years, something like that. I prefer Android. So right away I was like, no. I don't use iPhones, and I didn't order an iPhone. And they go, "Okay, well, we're doing an investigation, and we just wanted to double check with you. Are you at your home computer by any chance?" And I was like, no, I'm working for Amazon Flex, actually. If you give me a half hour, you can give me a call, and I'll be home at my computer. I didn't know why he needed me to be on my computer, but I figured it was Amazon. I can trust them. So I finished up my block, and I went home, and I waited around for the phone to ring. Sure enough, right on the dot, the phone rings, and it's the same guy. He's like, "Do you remember me?" And I was like, "Yes." And he was like, "Okay, can you please get on your computer?" And I was like, "What for?" And he's like, "Well, these hackers, they're getting really slick, and we're gonna, if you do this, it'll prevent any future fraud from happening to your account." It's like, already things started to go off in my head that this was weird, but like, okay. And he told me it was www.amazon. Whatever it was. And as I was typing it in, the search, where it shows what you're typing, it was automatically filling it out. So I was like, okay, this must be a normal thing. So I click on the website, and he's like, "Okay, just put in your name and your email address." And I was like, well, hold on a minute. What card did these people supposedly try to order an iPhone on? They're like, "Do you have a Bank of America?" And I was like, "Yes." And so I pulled out my phone, and I went to my Bank of America to see if there were any charges for an iPhone, and there weren't any. And I go, "Why are you calling me about a charge that didn't even appear on my Bank of America card?" And he's like, "Oh, well, let me double check that. Actually, it was Wells Fargo." I was like, "Seriously, man? Okay." So I checked Wells Fargo. Nothing, no charges were on there. And all this time he's trying to get me to fill in my email address, my name, and my home address. And then I did that, still blindly trusting that it was Amazon, so it was fine. And he's like, "You see the second box?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Okay, just click that." And then I clicked it, and something started downloading in the bottom of my screen. I was like, what's downloading? And he's like, "Oh, that's just the software to make sure that these hackers can never get into your account again." So already I was really, really worried and concerned. And he was like, no, let me get my manager on the line, just so you can trust everything. And so like, whatever. And I started downloading it. I clicked on it, and he said, A different Indian guy got on the phone. He's like trying to sound all, you know, like he knows what's going on. And I was like, okay, I downloaded whatever you told me to download. And I started laughing at the guy because I was like, now I don't trust you. You're trying to help me supposedly from fraud. And for some reason, I just don't trust you, because the thing I downloaded, it had one little picture of an Amazon logo. And it was just like, it looked like a really cheap website. And there's no way that Amazon would make something look that cheap. And so the guy was like, no, that's fine. And then I noticed my cursor on my screen started moving around, and I wasn't doing it. I had my hand on my mouse, and then I would move the mouse and the cursor would move where I was going, and then I'd stop moving it and the cursor would start going crazy. I was like, is someone controlling my computer? And they're like, yes, sir. Well, this is just what we have to do to make sure that these hackers don't. And I was like, I don't trust you. I'm gonna hang up. And so I hung up the phone and I went to delete the program that I just downloaded, and the cursor wouldn't let me. They were moving around so much, it wouldn't let me hit OK, you know. And so I turned off my computer, and then I called actual Amazon customer support, and they said, no, we haven't had any activity of fraud on your account. And I was like, I knew it. I knew that they were trying to scam me. And he was like, yeah, it happens all the time. And he's like, just download some malware content or something. And so I turned my computer back on, and my whole desktop was wiped clean. All the files I had, you know, all the programs I use, and it was just empty. And the cursor was still moving without me doing it. And so I quit. I have a touch screen, so I was touching it to get to the delete program, and I only did it because I was touching the screen, because they were moving it around so fast. And so I deleted that, and my cursor stopped moving on its own because they lost control of my computer. God only knows what they were doing for that 2 minutes. And yeah, it was actually kind of scary. I felt violated, because I mean, I have nothing to hide, but just the fact that someone had control over my computer, and they, you know, it's just really freaky. So what I did to get my files back that were disappeared and gone from my home screen on my computer, I did a reset for 2 days earlier, hoping that would work. And after a couple minutes, I went through the process, and it worked. Everything was back to normal, just like it was before those a-holes called me. But yeah, they were really slick. They were using a Washington State area code, and they sounded like they knew what they were doing. And I know that they scam a lot of people. If they got me to give up control of my computer, they can do that to just about anyone. So just be careful out there. These people are trying to scam everything. I mean, I know they were trying to get passwords and everything so they could get access to my banking and credit card accounts and stuff. And I'm still not 100% that they didn't get anything. So that's really scary, but I haven't noticed any money missing from any of my accounts or any other charges. So, but yeah, that was a scary, scary incident. And I guess if anything like that ever happens to you, just hang up and call back and get a different person to talk to, whatever company it is. Mine just happened to be Amazon. But yeah, that's it. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.